Hello, everyone. How is Chicago? I'm Billy Schwall, and I hope you guys are all having an amazing time so far. I'm with the center, and our responsibility is compliance and outcomes. I work with different program areas, staff, early intervention audiology, assessments, and deaf education. I'm responsible for developing and refining data management systems for the purpose of monitoring and tracking. I want to give you a brief history of how we started and how we've evolved from day one. The center was founded in 2013. So there's so many different types of spreadsheets all over. And, I started thinking about it. And, I'm not against them. I love spreadsheets. I use them every day. I think they're amazing tools. And I'm sure you all feel the same way as well. Really, it's easy feeding data, putting it in all the different spreadsheets, attaching files, using the tables, the number calculations, utilizing all these amazing filters that we have. Different bar graphs, charts, pivot tables, everything. So there's just many different things that you can do with a spreadsheet, and it's a very powerful tool. But the problem is, after all this work at collecting all of this data, and it keeps growing and growing and growing, trying to figure out what we can do, manipulate and manage all of that. So going back and trying to, maintain all of that, yes, it truly is a headache. But I thought there was an opportunity to just go ahead and do it. Build one centralized database system, relational. So there's many different tables, primary keys, table linked, using data normalization, structure, making sure the structures are up and ready to go, improving performance. It's a more powerful system, very flexible. It's scalability, the data manipulation, pulling reports, automation. It's just a very powerful, it truly is this tool. The center staff have been using it very heavily. This app developed is called Paris, and it was built for the center. So I'm going to show the Paris app and how we use it. It pulls a name. For example, we're going to use Bugs Bunny. So I type in that name. There was no result, so I went ahead and typed again and called on to pull out the reports from the different pages. And really it was designed for the program area. But right now we're going to focus on the whole page as a whole in early intervention. I'll show you.
On the child's global page, there are fundamental information about the child that includes the following: the date of birth, parent's name, contact information, home language, child's language. It also has the child's personal ID number from the diagnostic audiology evaluation form.
The EI page is awesome. It's all so much information included with the child and with the early intervention service they're getting. The EI, there's so many different services that you can provide and documentation, home visits, and that's calculated here by the center. And IFSP is there as well, and we follow that. And if the family denies and does not want service, then we can document that as well.
This is the page where we have key dates that helps with the EHDI reporting. We have dates of birth, date of evaluation, date referred to first steps referral date, first steps intake date, and the first IFSP date. After the center's personnel enters the child's information, usually when we receive the day form, we would complete or update the child's global page with as much information as possible. If the child is under the age of 3 and we do not have any known EI services, the personnel will create an email to the First Steps coordinator. The email will include a PDF file attachment that looks like this. It has the basic information necessary for the service coordinator to initiate a referral process.
Now we're going to talk about our app that was developed for the EHDI. It's the same as Paris app, except for we've eliminated some of the informational pieces because we have the memorandum of understanding and specific data points that we can share. So we're building the app as like a light version of what we have for Paris.
In this app, there are some ad hoc reports we use to help ensure the center and EHDI track and monitor the child's progress from the time the child has been identified to the time the child exits the EI program. This report lists the children under 36 months who are in the center system but do not have the PID or the date of evaluation that normally is found in the EHDI's EARS system. This report lists the children with a PID number, the personal ID number, but there is no date of evaluation. Like the previous report, this information can be found in EHDI's EARS system. This is our most used report that lists children who have been referred to First Steps, but no follow-through since 40 days. It will flag those who are approaching the 40 days mark so that a plan of action is in place. Usually, a follow-up with the First Steps service coordinator or a guide will contact the family for updates.
Really, there's a lot more to it for the 40 days, up to the 40 days. And there's another report very similar. Past that 40-day point and up, those two, very important as far as follow those reports and make sure the children are not falling into the cracks or left behind. I'll let my colleagues elaborate on that more.